notation. We talked about scientific notation. In your book or in your notes, it says that if you have a number, let's say I've got this number. Let's do just a quick review of scientific notation. I know some of you can use a little review. How do I change this to scientific notation? Step number one, Nikki Kala, I put where?
In between 3 and 7.
Right, I make the number between 1 and 10, so the decimal moves all the way from here, all the way to there, because 3.7 is between 1 and 10. You already have this, right?
Yeah.
Your second step is to put times 10, correct? And then the exponent of 10 is, how many places did I move it, Jack?
8.
Okay, 8. Now, here comes the negative exponent part. If your number starts out being a decimal, the same rule applies. Where does the decimal go in this number here? If I need to move it so that it's between 1 and 10, Lauren Daffenberg, it is a... I have to move the decimal between 1 and 10 here, where does it go?
Oh, it goes in between 3.
Okay, so I get 3.5 times 10. But here, ladies and gentlemen, because I need to multiply this 3.5 by whatever makes it this great big long decimal. That is why my exponent of 10 is a negative exponent. Let me show you why. First of all, how many places did I move it? To go from here to there is what?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is scientific notation. And the reason why this is negative 9 is because, let's just talk about what we just did with decimal, or with negative exponents. If I took 3.5 and multiplied it by 10 to the negative 9th power, how do I make 10 to the negative 9th positive? We just talked about it. Oh, you didn't forget already, did you? What is it, Lucas?
You make a fraction and then you put it at the bottom.
Right, so I put a 1 on top over 10 to the positive 9th power on the bottom, which is what? What is 10 to the positive 9th power? 1 with 9 zeros after it, right? Yes, Mr. Hunter, right? So, if I take 3.5 and multiply it by this, guess what I get? This. So because this is just an easier way of showing this, a simplified way of showing it in this case. And that's why we use negative exponents, because you're actually multiplying, I don't want to multiply this by a normal 10 to the 9th, because that's multiplying by 1 billion. I actually want to 3.5 divide by 1 billion, and that's what a negative exponent would do. So when you see decimal numbers, that's the only time it's acceptable to have a negative exponent as an answer of something. Nikki Collins.
So from what we just did, what would your answer be? Would it be 1?
This is, well, if they ask for scientific notation, this is it right here. I just wanted to show you that the reason why we use a negative exponent here is because you need to multiply 3.5 by a very, very, very small number, which is 1 over 1 billion. And that's what will get you, when you multiply this by that, you get that answer there. Okay, because they will ask you to multiply and do scientific notation sort of stuff there. Boy, what else do we have here? I'm gonna stop that. Although did we do negative?